Variants of the virus SARS-CoV-2, especially Delta and Omicron, complicated the COVID-19 pandemic with nearly 280 million infections and over 5.4 million deaths globally. The World Health Organization has approved 8 vaccines against COVID-19 for emergency use. To date, more than 56% of the world's population has been inoculated with the 2 full doses, and the vaccination rate in poor countries is less than 10%.
The 26th session of the Conference of the Parties of the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change, or COP26, taking place in the UK, agreed to adopt Glasgow Climate Pact, reaffirming its commitment to maintaining its goal of keeping global temperature rise at below 1.5 degrees Celsius. Many countries also announced specific deadlines to bring net emissions to zero and put an end to deforestation, while pledging to cut greenhouse methane emissions by 30% by 2030, stop investment in fossil fuels, and increase financial assistance for poor and developing countries in response to climate change. These represent a step forward in the global approach to climate change.
ASEAN reached a consensus on resolving the Myanmar situation while agreeing to promote ties in response to COVID-19, step up economic recovery, and build the ASEAN Community Vision after 2025. ASEAN has seen hallmarks on external ties with the setting up a comprehensive strategic partnership with China and Australia, granting full dialogue partner status to the UK, and efforts to demonstrate its central role.
China marks the 100th anniversary of the founding of the Communist Party of China, CPC, July 1, 1921 to 2021, by affirming the accomplishment of the goal of building a moderately prosperous society and enter a new stage of developing a modern socialist country that is prosperous, strong, democratic, culturally advanced, harmonious, and beautiful by 2049. China has made prominent and comprehensive achievements in all fields and showed increasing role and influence. China is currently the world's second largest economy with its total trade volume leading the world. It is the largest trading partner of 130 economies and contributes about 30% of global economic growth.
With a policy of partnering with friends and learning more about rivals, President Joe Biden abandoned the principle of America First, changed or even reversed many of the policies adopted by his predecessors. Biden has re-engaged the U.S. into many organizations and agreements, cemented ties with traditional allies, and built new alliances to maximize benefits and restore its international position. He signed a $1.9 trillion economic relief package, proposed a $2.3 trillion infrastructure development plan, promoted the approval of 2 bills on tightening gun control, and made some commitments on immigration.
On August 15, Taliban took control of Kabul capital and returned to power in Afghanistan after 20 years. Currently, the new Taliban government has not been recognized internationally, and the South Asian country is facing violent conflicts, a division between ethnic groups, terrorism threats, and a serious humanitarian crisis. The international community has stepped up efforts to stabilize the situation in Afghanistan and prevent multinational terrorist activities in the context that the US has officially completed a plan to withdraw all forces from Afghanistan.
On October 26, German President Frank-Walter Steinmeier handed over the decision to end Chancellor Angela Merkel's term. With 4 consecutive terms since 2005, Angela Merkel has left her deep hallmarks as a powerful female politician. Rated as Europe's most influential leader, and voted the most powerful woman in the world by Forbes magazine 14 times, Merkel has made Germany the largest economy in Europe and a symbol of peace and harmony.
Energy shortages and supply chain disruptions on a global scale have severely impacted the supply and distribution of numerous types of goods. The prices of oil, gas, and coal skyrocketed, pushing up the price of electricity and leading to an escalation in consumer price index and inflation. Many businesses and factories had to close, thus negatively affecting the world economic recovery. In March 2021, the supply chain through the Suez Canal was paralyzed due to the incident of the super heavy container ship Ever Given. The incident caused more than 400 other ships to be blocked, thereby cutting off the circulation of about 15% of the global sea freights at the time.
The journey to explore the space has made progress thanks to the development of the private space tourism industry. On July 20th, US billionaire Jeff Bezos joined the first space exploration on the New Shepard spacecraft. The youngest passenger on board this spacecraft was an 18-year-old Dutch student. 3 months later, Blue Origin made a second flight carrying its oldest passenger, 90-year-old Canadian actor William Shatner. In October, a Russian film crew spent 12 days on the International Space Station shooting the first movie in orbit called The Challenge.
After a year of being postponed due to COVID-19, the Tokyo 2020 Summer Olympics and Paralympic Games were held in Japan from late July to early September. Meanwhile, June and July saw the UEFA Euro 2020 taking place in 11 European cities and the 2021 Copa America in Brazil. The organization of major sport events on a global scale has helped gradually recover the field, bringing positive energy to fans after a long wait due to the COVID-19 pandemic.